Gary Casper King often said this idiom throughout my life: you cannot teach old dogs new tricks. A narrative that I think many of us hold, whether we know it or not. The idea that we cannot change, we cannot evolve, we cannot ascend. I was told throughout my life just to be okay with the status quo, that it is what it is, but it is what you want it to be. Who's Gary, you might be asking yourself? Well, he is the pusher man to my antler addiction. He is the one that found antler, not God. I'm really glad that he did. After years of suffering from his mental health and alcoholism, like I said, he found it. But this story is not about Gary. Sorry, Dad. It's about how antler, it's a beacon of that. Antler sheds a light to the very nature of human experience. I forgot my words already. I know. But this is also a reminder that life is not linear. It's cyclical. It is a human perception. Time is an illusion. The past, the present, and the future are all happening at once. And we are capable of creating the life in which we deserve to live in. So how does antler fit into this? Well, each year, 120 days from March to August, antler has the potential to grow about 200 inches per year. It is the fastest growing bone in nature. And, oh my God, I'm so bad at this. Thanks to delayed and subsequent growth of testosterone. So combined with the weight of the antler and the attachment becomes weakened, the pedicle, or the base, falls off, leaving an open wound to scab over. Oh my God, I'm so bad at this. I'm so sorry, I'm nervous. So these we find at the base of the trees. So we have to think about in our lives, when have we carried a burden that is too heavy to carry? And we really need to let that go so we can begin to heal. And I'm so bad, I can't do this. I know, so they heal and all this stuff all the time, only to pick up new habits, whatever, all this stuff. So anyways, so antler grows a new conformation. So basically, it doesn't change too much, but we have the main beam, like I said, doesn't change too much, and then we have tines that grow from the main beam. But abnormalities can happen, called kicker points. These are like scars. So, and this is with age, usually grows with age and situational events. Now, we have scars. Some we can see and some we cannot. Sometimes the amalgamation of combined traumas causes us to feel like we are disconnected to self, creating fear paradigms that we cannot change, we cannot do anything. And so there's been times in my life where I look at scars and I think, I have deviated off the path 1 degree at a time, and I completely have lost myself. Like my father, I have suffered too. And that's when I began to realize that I was lost, that I needed to create, that I needed to do something with my hands, which were very idle. So I started doing yarn, I painted t-shirts, I did mala beads, and then I found beading. I bead for hours, I still do. And that's when I realized to love the learning of Native American beadwork. Meanwhile, my father would be sending me all of this beadwork that he had made. He was completely proud of it, and it's absolutely stunning. But I really didn't know what to do with it. And then I started to realize that it was really integral to my culture. But again, it sat for years. And like I said, I started to realize that my Native American culture revered antler. I am the proud member of the Chippewa Cree Nation, located in the Rocky Boy Reservation in Montana, and that's when I began to connect and to grow. And many cultures, antler is very symbolic. Namely, Native Americans revere this in its strength, vitality, fertility, and like this beautiful Cree man, they use it in adornment, weaponry, ceremony, peace pipes. My dad made a lot of those, wink, wink. So the stag itself is known to be a healer. It is a magic bear because it owns fear. It is fear. It takes that antler and it knows it's going to drop off, but it trusts in that process. It sees it and it's like, whatever. So meanwhile, like I said, my dad has been sending this, and then I started to realize all this stuff that was happening, and I was like, I could probably use this antler myself. And so I did. I didn't do much manipulation with it, but I thought it was just absolutely beautiful. And I began my own jewelry company. But then I was like, I can learn how to do this too. So like I said, there is stillness in action, and I have spent so many hours sanding, cutting, shaping this into something that I want, something that I am, and learning, like I said, how to connect with other people. So this is where I have to cheat. Like I said, I have spent a lot of, so you know this is not about antler, but, it's in a shape. Okay, yeah, I hope you know this isn't about antler. Antler is a catalyst for you to realize that you can be and do anything that you want. It has taught me the strength and wonderness, and that we are not defined by who we are or what we are today. Like the antler, we need to drop off. We need to remember that we can heal again. We are not stuck in the situation that we are in. And to end with my favorite quote, Alice in Wonderland, and this is what, oh my God, I've said this like 50,000 times to myself. I cannot go back to yesterday. I was a different person, unless, of course, you can tap into quantum physics and time travel, and then good for you.